Alternate ending time. In total, there are 9 individual variations in the endings of Shattered Memories, and they were a bitch and a half to get. I'd like to extend some mega thanks to Pork Bun, aka Kemiro, aka Whitney, for not only having an extremely comprehensive website about Shattered Memories, but for actually sending me her save files. Instead of having to replay the entire game over to get 2 of the ending variations, I only had to replay 60–70% of it. Thanks so much, seriously. Anyway, alternate endings. We've already seen the ideal ending, aka the Family Man ending, wherein Cheryl finally accepts her dad's death and moves on with her life. An alternate scene usually associated with high family PI then plays, showing Cheryl meeting her mother Dahlia Mason in the parking lot of the clinic. If you don't have high family PI, it usually won't play. Then we're shown the videotape from the beginning of the game. This version of the tape, commonly called Love Lost, shows Cheryl videotaping Harry moving out of their house due to the divorce. This event may have been the last time Cheryl ever saw her father, as he died in that car crash soon afterwards. That part where Cheryl accepts her father's death has 2 other variations. The first one I'll show is the result of acting like a jerk, being a sex fiend, a drunkard, whatever isn't the ideal Harry Mason.
You need to live your life, Cheryl.
Why did you have to die? It wasn't my fault. Someone has to take the blame.
Forget me.
The final version of Harry and Cheryl's meeting is the most interesting one in my opinion. Too bad that getting this ending is absolutely against how a normal person would play this game. This is the fake ending. To obtain it, you must avoid eye contact with all people, especially Dr. K. Staring at this lamp over here seems to do the trick. You're meant to act standoffish to Dr. K, as if you're not receptive to therapy. Answering no to every single question besides those which signal the end of a task, and completing every task with the least amount of effort possible achieves this. Don't color in happy family. Answer negatively for every high school stereotype. Put all these pictures of dead and sleeping people into a single category. Don't even touch any of these statues. Make 2 gay couples during the marriage task and put every card on the non-sexual side. And, of course, don't look at anything sexy or drunky just to be safe. After doing all these things that no one would ever do during a video game unless they were purposefully aiming for this ending, you're given the following cutscene.
You need to live your life, Cheryl.
Dad, you are a hero. The man who died, that wasn't my father. That isn't who I remember. Those memories are all I have. You're all I have.
Not even a ghost.
Now for the alternate videotapes. They all start the same, with Harry and Cheryl at Lakeside Amusement Park, then are recorded over with something else. In the Sex PI version, it's, well, you'll see.
I love my daddy.
Action. Come on then, girls, introduce yourselves.
I'm Michelle, and I'm Midwich High's prom queen.
And our next star?
I'm Lisa. I'm a nurse.
And I'm Harry Mason, famous author and seducer of prom queens and nurses.
Can we be in your next book?
Sure.
Can you dedicate it to us?
No, dedications are always to my wife and daughter. It's only fair.
That is called the Sleaze and Sirens ending. The next one is caused by high alcohol PI and is simply and somewhat beautifully called Drunk Dad.
I love my daddy.
What the hell are you filming me for? Am I supposed to dance for you? Be a good girl for Daddy. Go get him another drink, will you? Now, give me a damn beer! What do I drink with a family like this?
Next up is what's referred to as the Wicked and Weak ending. You get this by having low friendliness PI. Giving Lisa the wrong pill is a good way to get this ending, as it is the single most unfriendly thing you can do in this game.
I love my daddy.
You piece of shit! When are you gonna bring in some real money? You think your crap is Shakespeare? Your piece of shit novels? No one even reads them! Be a man! Come on, fight back! Pathetic. To think I used to hang off your every word. Ridiculous waste of space!
And now, the grand finale, the UFO ending. Hope you like Injokes!
This is it? After all we've said, all we've discussed, you honestly believe that your father was abducted by aliens? It made more sense when you were talking about cults and demons.
This whole town, it's really a giant spaceship.
James?
Wrong day again?
See you tomorrow, James. One of my couples therapy patients. Haven't seen his wife in a while. Where were we?
My mother was a bitch.
Go on. I'm listening.
For those of you not Silent Hill savvy, here's all the in-jokes that happened in that cutscene.
You honestly believe that your father was abducted by aliens?
This is a reference to the UFO endings of Silent Hill 1 and 2, where Harry is, indeed, kidnapped by aliens.
Sorry. Let me ask you, have you seen a little girl around here? Short, black hair?
He then comes back to kidnap James, the protagonist of Silent Hill 2, with his alien buddies in the sequel.
It made more sense when you were talking about cults and demons.
This is actually the first Silent Hill game that features zero supernatural, cultish, or demonic elements in it. Everything was in Cheryl's head. There's no reason to believe any supernatural forces were at work during Shattered Memories. Every other game's plot is centered around or influenced by either the town or the town's cult's demonic powers influencing reality, transforming it into the other world similar to the nightmare world in this game.
James?
Wrong day again?
See you tomorrow, James. One of my couples therapy patients. Haven't seen his wife in a while.
This is an alternate universe crossing reference to Silent Hill 2. If Shatmems is a reimagining of Silent Hill 1 that takes place outside of Silent Hill canon, that means James should not exist in this universe. Anyway, in Silent Hill 2, James is in Silent Hill to look for his wife. His wife who happens to be dead. Apparently Kaufman doesn't know that yet. That's the joke.
Where were we?
My mother was a bitch.
This is Mira, the dog from the dog endings of Silent Hill 2 and Origins. This is the third appearance in the series for the Shiba Inu puppy, who is the mastermind behind Silent Hill and these joke endings. Hopefully I don't have to explain the bitch joke, right?
Go on. I'm listening.
Tons of references in this one shot here. Kaufman is now an alien gray, the type of aliens seen in the UFO endings of the other games. Over here is James peeking out from behind Kaufman's chair, perhaps a reference to Silent Hill 3's UFO ending where he's skulking around in the background there as well. Without spoiling anything major, this spiky thing on the ceiling over here is the final boss of Silent Hill 2. On the table is a paper saying Doghouse. This is a note left by Cheryl for Harry in Silent Hill 1. On the counter over there seems to be a flashlight, radio, and health drink. On the bookshelf is the Flowros, an item from Silent Hill 1 that was retconned to make no fucking sense in Silent Hill Origins. Man, they crammed in all the fan service for this one. By the way, that scene where Cheryl closes her box of mementos? As a final fuck you to the player, this scene never changes no matter if you collect all, some, or absolutely none of the mementos. Thanks for the pointless collectibles, Chatmems. Fuck you too.